peep a lot of stuff. I mean, I may not say nothing, but best believe I peep it, okay? And I think he really thought he was sneaky. He wasn't.
What this make you feel like though? What this make you feel like though? What this make you feel like though? Y'all, come wine till you broke off your back, broke off your back, broke off your, broke off your, broke off.
Hey y'all, my Tricia babes. Welcome back to your girl channel. You're now rocking out with your girl Tricia. Okay, y'all. So y'all see this title, so y'all already know what we're about to get into. Some storytelling time. Yes, your girl is back with another story time. I wish I knew how to sing. I would love to know how to sing. But anyways, y'all, yes, your girl is back with another story time. So I'm gonna quickly do our little spiel that I always do, and we're gonna get right into the story. Comment below. Comment and tell me how much you guys love the story. Tell me if y'all felt like y'all needed a little bit more details. Anything, okay, y'all? Just leave me a comment below. Y'all know I love to rub my mouth, so I'm gonna definitely talk with y'all in the comments below. I love to see new faces, so leave me a comment, okay? Your girl is definitely gonna need you to thumbs up this video because we already know y'all gonna love it and y'all gonna make it to the end to hear the end of this story time. So you might as well go ahead and like it in advance. The girl is looking for a new subby, a new best friend, a new family member, all of that, okay? I need all of that in my life right now. So I'm gonna need y'all to hit that subscribe button so your girl can get some of that, okay? We need new family members over here. We need new Tricia babes, all of that. So I try to speed through that real quick, y'all, so we can go ahead and get into this story. As I've said in another story time before, my senior year was kind of like that year for me where I talked to quite a bit of guys. Like, yeah, it was a quite a bit of guys I had talked to that year. That was kind of like I feel like my experiment kind of like stage or something. Like, I don't know, my free stage, feeling free or whatever. I don't know how to explain it, because I'm not gonna say it was like no whole phase or like no whole stage or nothing like that. Definitely no insertion was happening between any one of us. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and say that and get that out the way now, because I don't want y'all to be thinking, oh, she sounds like she talked to quite a bit of guys in her senior year. She was hoeing in her senior year. No, I was not, okay? No, you have to be a prize in order to get my prize. That's between my legs. If you ain't no prize, you can't get it. I'm sorry. And y'all, I don't know. I think maybe also what played a part in me, like, moving the way that I did in my senior years, because I had a little bit more freedom during my senior year with me living with my mom. I've said before that my mom she was a strict mom. Like, she did not play no games. She didn't allow me talking on the phone to dudes, none of that. So it was pretty strict, okay, in her household. She did not play them kind of games. She wouldn't even let my female friends take me home. Like, I better had got on that bus. She better had seen me coming off of that bus. Like, it was bad, y'all, okay? But she was just being an overprotective mom at the end of the day, like most moms are. But during my senior year, I had started to notice a change in my mom, and she like really started to let me get some more freedom. And I think with her letting me get a little bit more freedom, that's when I started like really cutting up. And I started being a little risk taker and taking chances, which is why I'm telling this story today. Okay? This actually happened around the time that I went to prom. And when I tell y'all, I just made my whole prom experience, my after prom experience, just such a bittersweet experience for my mom personally. And I felt bad. I felt really, really bad to make her feel the way that she was feeling. But of course, I get into that a little bit later on in the story. But anyway, so with me being a senior, I have a sibling that did live with me. I have more than one sibling, but I have one sibling that lived with me. We have the same mom and dad. So during this time, my brother actually was going off to college, and this was his first year actually going away from home and going off to college. And I was so freaking happy. Y'all do not even understand how happy I was, because of course my brother graduated like 3 years before I did. Like, well, of course we went to the same high school, but when I was a freshman, he was a senior. So he graduated like 3 years before I did. So when he was done with high school and I was still going, yeah, I was going to school by myself, but when I came home, he was home. And so I'm like, oh my goodness, I can't wait till he go off to college. So then that way, when I get off the bus and come home from school, I'm coming home to an empty house. Because you know, with you being in high school, you get out of school pretty early, like what, around 3 o'clock or something like that. I think we were getting out of school. And so my mom was still at work till like 5 o'clock. So I got like a good 2-3 little hours at the house to myself. And so I'm just like, I can't wait till he go out to college, because with him being there, you know, those 2-3 little hours was spent with him still in the house. I mean, it was nothing wrong with that, but you know, as a kid, sometimes you just be wanting the house to yourself, and that's how I was feeling. So I was so happy when he was finally going out to college. He was going for fall semester, so he left like a week before school started for me. And I was so freaking happy because I just enjoyed coming home to an empty house and not having to hear anybody's mouth or having to hear anybody telling me to do something. Okay, so I just was able to enjoy the house by myself for those little 2-3 hours that my mom was still at work, or even if she stayed later, that was even more amazing. Okay, but with me getting on the bus and stuff by myself, I knew people in the neighborhood and stuff. Like, I knew of people, and I knew like some people that I actually talked to, but I wasn't like buddy with a lot of people that I rode the bus with, because when I got on the bus, I stayed to myself. Like, I didn't really talk to anybody. I wasn't really trying to talk to anybody or get to know people, because I'm kind of like really like the type of person of, if you're like somebody that's kind of like, no, I'm not even gonna explain that, y'all, because the way I'm thinking, it's gonna be like just all over the place, and it's gonna be hard to explain. It may sound confusing the way that I'm gonna explain it, and some of y'all may be looking at me a little weird, so I ain't even for to go that deep with it. But anyways, when I'm like in those kind of situations, like on buses and stuff like that, I just stay to myself. I just stay to myself. Especially if you're a person that know my older siblings. Yeah, I'm gonna say to myself, I'm not gonna really talk to anybody or anything like that, because I don't never want you to say anything to my sibling. Be like, oh, you know, she be cussing like a sailor, or, you know, she be flirting with everybody. Like, I don't want you taking nothing back to my siblings. So normally in those kind of like particular situations, I just stay to myself. So yeah, I didn't never really talk on the bus. But this particular year, my senior year, it was a lot of people that rode the bus this particular year. Like, the years before that, it was, you know, it was like, it was people, but it wasn't like the bus wasn't packed, like all the seats was filled. It wasn't like that. But like my senior year, oh yeah, the bus was full of people. And I'm looking like, where the hell did all these people come from? Because y'all wasn't here, you know, the years before. So where did y'all come from? Did y'all just move to the neighborhood? I don't know where y'all came from. Like, and I don't know why I wasn't thinking this. Like, some of them probably were freshmen. So, you know, they probably always been in like neighborhoods and the surrounding neighborhoods. They just couldn't come to high school yet. Or they just didn't make it to high school yet. So, yeah. But I think, yeah, that year it was like a lot of freshmen that was now coming to the school, and that's why the bus was so packed and full of people. So, of course, you know, people talk to each other and have fun and all that on the bus, be getting to know each other, playing and all that other good stuff. And, you know, I peep everybody that be on the bus and stuff like that. I remember there was this one guy, he was on the bus. He always got on the bus on the second stop. So I would get on first, and then after my stop, he would get on. And so I always notice him because there would be a lot of people always talking to him on the bus and stuff like that. And plus, he was cute. So I would notice him. But I'm the type of person, I never, ever, ever approach anybody. Like, I'm sorry. You can say that I'm stuck up, bougie, whatever you want to say. I'm personally the type that does not like to approach anybody. So yeah. And I wasn't trying to approach nobody. Like, my senior year was a year for me. I wasn't looking for nobody. I wasn't trying to be in a relationship with nobody. I wasn't looking for love. So, I mean, if you came along and you was there for the time being, or I felt like, you know, just entertaining you for the time being, then, you know, it just was what it was. But other than that, I wasn't like looking to be in a relationship with nobody or anything like that. Also, y'all, I do just want to mention, during my senior year was the year for me and my dude. We weren't together. Like, that whole year we weren't together. We still talked to each other. We were like that couple during my senior year. We still talked to each other every day and still told each other we loved each other on the phone every day. But we just was not together that particular year. So I just want to mention that in case anybody be like, well, damn, didn't she say she was with her dude in high school and senior year she's talking to different guys or whatever, or people that personally know us both probably thinking that, like, yeah, it ain't what you're thinking. I'm gonna go ahead and clear that up right now. We were not together, so he was free to do whatever he wanted to do. I was free to do whatever I wanted to do as well too. Okay, so it was like one day I was like in the hallway, and it was like between classes, and I was in the hallway, and I was at my friend locker. I can't remember what friend this was, locker I was at, but I was at my friend locker. The guy that's on the bus that I'm telling y'all I would pee, he come walking by, and I'm gonna stop right here and give him a name, y'all, before I just keep calling him the dude. I'm gonna give him a name, and we're gonna name him Sneaky. That's what we're gonna name him, cause I think that he thought he was sneaky, y'all. I really do. I think he thought he was sneaky, but I peep a lot of stuff. I mean, I may not say nothing, but best believe I peep it, okay? And I think he really thought he was sneaky. He wasn't. It just, I wasn't going to say anything because I didn't care to say nothing. So, yeah. But, so Sneaky come down the hallway, and he was kind of like laughing and stuff with this dude he was walking with. And so, as he coming down the hallway, I kind of turn and I see him like walking towards me or whatever, but not directly towards me, but he's like walking my direction. And so as he's walking my direction, he give me like this look as he's walking by. He's looking at me like, I'm looking at okay, what you looking at? Okay. So I'm looking at him like, don't do that. Please don't do that, sir. Okay? Our eyes are just like following each other as he walking by. He ends up just completely stopping, and now he's like wanting to like play fight with me. Like, and it was so weird because I don't know him at all. All I do is know that he ride my bus, but I don't know him at all. And so he tried to do like a little play fight and then all that stuff like that, and I'm just like, boy. So after that, he ends up going on by his business or whatever the case may be, and I'm going by mine. So I knew when it was time to go home, bell rung, it's time to get on the bus to go home. I already knew he was going to most likely say something to me on the bus or talk to me on the bus or whatever. So I get on the bus. I always get on the bus pretty early because I don't be having time for that. I don't got time to play no games. And plus, this bus was packed, so I'm trying to hurry up and get on this bus and get a good seat and just, you know, ride my little butt on home peacefully. But I get up on the bus. I'm on the bus pretty early, and so people is slowly getting on the bus. A lot of people take their precious time getting up on their bus. They'll wait till the last minute till them buses about to literally roll off, and then they come running up the stairs getting on the bus. Like, you should have been in here, okay? But anyways, so I see him getting on the bus, and when I see him, I look real quick and I look away. I don't want him to notice me looking at him, y'all, because I'm never going to give a guy the satisfaction that I'm really checking for you, okay? I'm not going to give you that kind of satisfaction. Like, you need to be checking for me, not the other way around. So I kind of hurry up and look at him and look away, but he didn't see me look at him. So as he getting on the bus, of course, he's looking at the seats and stuff, and he see me, and he immediately comes sit down next to me. I'm like, not you gonna be on this play fighting and stuff again. Oh, he's trying to play fight with me now. But he comes sit down next to me, and he just is kind of like talking and just like chopping it up with me, just making small talk or whatever. Normally in those kind of situations where I feel like there was some kind of like spark between me and somebody, or I felt like a connection or something like that between me and somebody, I already know it's going to lead to either us talking or us dating, one or the other. So I already knew what this was about to lead to between me and him. I already knew. So as we on the bus or whatever, he asks for my number, and I gave it to him. Like I said, I didn't have no problem giving it to him because I wasn't like checking to actually be with anybody. I wasn't looking for no love. To be honest, nobody could really get my love at that moment because my love and my heart was with somebody else. So, I mean, that spot is already filled. So we can have a little fun in the meantime until I know that me and my dude about to get ready to get back together, because I knew we were going to get back together. It was just a matter of time before it happened. But meanwhile, over here, you know, we can have a little fun chit chat, and you know, you can just help me kill a little bit of time. That's how I looked at it, because I wasn't taking none of these guys serious. I really wasn't. And I wasn't expecting them to take me serious either. So I gave him my number or whatever, and he just was like, from now on, when you get on the bus, save me a seat next to you. Don't let nobody sit next to you. I want to sit next to you. So I'm like, all the time? And he like, yeah, all the time. You know, just sit on the outer part of the seat and don't let nobody sit in with you. And if they try to sit in with you, just be like, the seat for somebody else. So I was like, okay. I'm like, damn, your ass don't want to sit by me. Like, you ain't gotta sit by me all the time, but okay. When we go home and stuff, you know, we're kind of just texting a little bit back and forth. Just having like small talk conversations and stuff like that. It wasn't nothing too big of a deal. So the next day come, of course, I do as he say. I sit on the outer part of the seat. I'm talking about outer part of the seat. What is that? I sit on like the part of the seat that's furthest to the aisle. That's where I'm sitting. Yeah. So I sit right there, and everybody is coming on. Like, his stop had a lot of freaking people at it, and I would hate that, because it's like he'll almost be one of the last people to get on, and I don't like that, because it's like people are trying to find seats on the freaking bus. It's already a lot of people that ride this freaking bus, and they're trying to find seats, and I'm just like sitting where I can't really let nobody in with me, and it's looking kind of weird, because people are probably looking like, okay, well, bitch, can you scoot over so I can get a seat or whatever, and I have to look crazy, because I'm like, this seat is taken or whatever. Eventually, I think people started to catch on, because I will only move out the way and let him sit next to me, so I guess people wouldn't kind of look at me crazy no more when it looked like I was trying to prevent them from sitting down. So yeah, he come and he sit with me, and he just always would just talk with me. That's it. He'll just talk or whatever. And it was like a cool little relationship. I ain't even gonna say relationship. It was a cool little situationship that we had going on. We'll text, talk, and he'll sit with me on the bus. So it was this one particular time when we were texting. The conversation kind of got a little bit deep, okay? I wasn't expecting for it to get like that. He just kind of texting me and telling me about how he lived with his grandma and things that's like going on in his household and with his family and stuff like that. I was just kind of giving him encouraging words and stuff, and you know, trying to give him the best responses to the stuff that he was sending me. The best responses that I could give, pretty much. But he, out the blue, he asked me, he was talking about his mom, and he was like, you want her to be your mother-in-law? That was weird. It was weird when he just bust out the blue and asked me that. And I just kind of thought he was maybe like just joking with it, or, you know, just kind of like testing some waters or something. I don't know. And I was just like, you know, I'm gonna play along and see where this go. And I was like, yeah, I want to be my mother-in-law or whatever. He was like, okay, I'm gonna make that happen. How you gonna make that happen, sir? How? Like, cut it out. How is you gonna make that happen? Boy, I swear, dudes will say anything to talk your head up. I promise you, they'll say anything. I'm telling you. Also, y'all, I did not mention this, but I do just want to say, yes, I was a senior. He was a freshman. Okay, and I kind of could figure he probably was a freshman, because that was my first year ever seeing him, and that was his first year on the bus. So I'm like, yeah, he probably a freshman. But I was okay with it, y'all. I mean, I don't really see a big deal with a senior dating a freshman or anything like that. And like I say, y'all, I was just having fun, talking to whoever approach me. If I ain't gonna say whoever approached me, but I was talking to guys more than I usually do, of the ones that did approach me, who I was kind of like, okay, yeah, I talk to you or whatever for the time being, kill some time or whatever, and that's it. But yeah, I didn't really care about all that kind of stuff. I wasn't trying to husband this dude up. I wasn't trying to at all. So it didn't matter to me what grade he was in. But I just want to let y'all know that. So yeah, conversation, it was a little off, but I'm just like, okay, I just roll with it, because like, boy, I just know you just talking outside of your neck. Like, come on now. We keep doing this whole thing of me saving a seat for him and him sitting next to me. And so I had started noticing it was this girl that got on the bus when he did. And I started noticing that she will always be talking to him. Before me and this dude even started talking, she will always be talking to him. And I kind of felt like she liked him, or they maybe had something going on I didn't know about. I don't know. But I can tell, like, she was feeling something for him. And I don't think that it was reciprocated. From what I can see, it didn't look like it was being reciprocated on his end. But who knows? They could have had something going on or whatever the case may be, and it just wasn't really showing like that on his end as it was on hers. Either they had something going on, or she just was really feeling him. Because when I tell you, that girl would be looking for him. When he started sitting by me, she would be looking for him. She was kind of looking like, okay, well, why you didn't start sitting next to her? Like, what's going on? Like, she would kind of be looking crazy because she be wanting to talk to him, but he's too busy sitting next to me talking to me. And so I guess when she realized that all he do when he get on the bus is come sit next to me, what she started doing was she would sit across from me. Like, in the seats right across, she'll sit across from me. And I started noticing that, and I'm like, girl, is it really that serious for you? Because if you is feeling this dude and you clearly see that he's entertaining me, why are you so pressed to keep trying to, like, get his attention? And he's clearly giving his attention to somebody else. Like, I can't be that thirsty. I just couldn't. I just could not be that thirsty. But like I said, I don't know what they had going on or whatever. She might have was cool with him entertaining other females while he entertaining her as well too. I don't know. I have no clue. But I thought that was the weirdest thing ever, because she would get on the bus early too. But no, actually, my bad. She would not get on the bus early. She used to get on the bus late with everybody else. But like I told y'all, the bus be so freaking packed. Like, you gotta hurry up and get on the bus to get a good seat if you want a good seat, or if you don't really want to be stuck sitting with somebody that you don't really want to sit with, or whatever the case may be. You gotta hurry up and get up on the bus or whatever before you find yourself actually standing the fuck up instead of sitting down in the seat, because it's just entirely too many people on this bus. And like I told y'all, I would get on the bus early. She started getting on the bus early just so she could sit across from me before, like, anybody else took up those seats that was across from me. I was looking at this girl like, is it really that serious for you? Like, you done switched your whole schedule over everything just so that you can come and sit next to this damn man or sit across from him. Like, what the heck? And when she would sit across, she would be talking this man ear off. And I'm just looking at her like, girl, okay. I didn't have a problem with it at all. When she was sitting up there talking his ear off to death, and he was, talking back with her, I'll just be on my phone. Like, I'll let you finish your conversation that you have with her, because clearly she wants to talk to you so bad, and clearly wants to have this conversation with you so bad, to where she don't even care that you sitting with another female. Her biggest concern is that you talk to her. So I'm gonna let you talk to her, because it's more serious for her than it is for me. Okay, so it is what it is. Like I say, he was just something to do for the time being. So, girl, I'm not gonna fight you or press you over this man. Like, do you, sis? If you feel like this conversation you having with him is that important, or you feel like you got to fight to get to a seat just so that you can talk to him, do you. I'm gonna let you have the time with him, because it's clearly way more important to you than it is to me. Okay? So yeah, so I'll just be sitting on my phone. So it will be a quite bit of times he would like stop talking to her or whatever, and he'll look over at me and he'll just be like, "Why are you on your phone? Why are you not talking? Like, why you not talking to me? Why are you on your phone?" And I'm looking at Sneaky like, you clearly having a whole conversation with a female that want to talk to you so freaking bad. Like, what am I gonna do? Just stop and butt into y'all conversation or whatever? Like, no, I'm not for the butt into no conversation with a female that clearly wants all your attention. I'm not doing that. Like, no, and I wasn't that type of person back then to just be butting in people conversations. Like, today, I could do it all day long, but yeah, back then I wasn't that kind of person to be butting in people conversations, and I wasn't going to butt into their conversation just because I can see that she has something for you or that she's feeling something for you. So I'm not gonna just butt into y'all conversation. I don't know what y'all got going on. I'm gonna just let you, handle whatever this is y'all got going on. That don't got nothing to do with me. So it just is what it is. Like I say, he will stop talking to her and he will talk to me. And I can tell it will agitate her or that she'll be upset that he just stopped talking to her to talk to me. But it's like, girl, you clearly see that he's trying to entertain me and he not that pressed to be entertaining you right now. So just let it go. Or I don't know, like just let it go or do something else to occupy your time or your mind or something, because that just really could not have been me. I could not be that pressed over a dude like that to where I'm rushing to get on a bus just to make sure that I'm sitting across from this dude because he always sitting with her, and so I gotta make sure I get on the bus in time so I'm able to sit where I can be able to talk to him. Like, who does that? Who does that when a guy is entertaining another female? Like, who does that? I was just so confused. But I'm like, okay, yeah, I don't know. There's some weird stuff, okay? And something weird going on here. But as long as y'all don't bring no negative energy to me, or no female don't come and try and check me, I'm cool with whatever, is going on. Because this is not my dude. This is not my... So, I mean, he can do whatever he want to do. But yeah. Okay, y'all, so on another particular day, we had already went to school and stuff. School is over with. We back home and we doing our usual. We just texting and talking to each other, just making small talk, having conversation with each other. And he asks me, can I come outside? He wanted me to come outside and stuff. So, like I told y'all, of course, he does not get on the bus on my stop. He going to stop after me. But just because he going to stop after me, that does not mean he don't live close by or somewhere near. It really was nothing for him to walk to my apartment. I said my apartment. It was really nothing for him to walk to my neighborhood and to really walk to my house. So, in my neighborhood, the next street over, a bunch of guys had lived on that street, and of course, they ride the bus with me at my stop and they go to our school. And like I told y'all, he know quite a bit of people that go to school, and he talked to a lot of people that was on the bus. So with that being said, he would come into the neighborhood and play basketball with the guys that stayed on the street over, because they had a basketball court and they would always be out there all the time. And they would be so loud over there, but they would always be out all the time playing basketball. So he would come over and play basketball with them. He wanted me to come out or whatever and just chill and talk with him and watch him play basketball. And I'm just like, really? I'm like, you better want me up in your damn face. The hell? But I was like, I don't know about that. I do not know about that. Like, my mom, yeah, she was starting to give me a little bit more freedom and a little bit more leeway. But I felt like that could switch at any moment. Like, at any moment, because I was shocked. I was extremely shocked when she started to do, like, a whole 360 and started giving me a little bit more freedom. But, you know how us young people are. You give us an inch and we'll take a mile. That's exactly what my behind was constantly doing. But I was like, I don't know about that, because I'm like, if I leave about this house and my mama come home and I'm not in this house, first thing she gonna do when I get home, where your phone at? She finna take my goddamn phone, and I don't want my phone to be taken, because then I can't listen to music when I want to listen to music in between classes and stuff, and I can't freaking talk to people who I want to talk to. So I'm not trying to get my phone took in because, yeah, I know when my mom got off from work, but just because she got off from work at a certain time doesn't mean she's going to come home around the same time every day. Sometimes my mom would stay at work later, and so she would come home later, or she may get off from work early and come home early. I never really knew. All I really could do is just gauge between like a particular time of when she was going to possibly come home, but I never really exactly knew. Okay, look, like I know she get off at 4, so I know she's going to be home in 30 minutes because she's always home in 30 minutes. No, that was never the case with my mom. So I honestly did not really know when she would come home. I could really only gauge and estimate when she was going to be coming home. That was pretty much it. So I was so nervous to really be like taking a big chance like that of leaving out this house and she potentially pulling up home and I'm not home. And I'm just thinking to myself like, okay, if I go, what the heck kind of lie am I going to freaking come up with? If I go out there, like I have no clue what kind of lie I'm going to come up with. And I was thinking my hardest, like what kind of lie I can come up with. And I couldn't think of nothing, okay? I couldn't think of nothing. Usually I can think of like a quick little lie. I couldn't think of nothing. And when I tell y'all, it is so hard to lie to my mama. It is so hard because I feel like when I lie to her, she can see it all over my face. I'm lying. And I hate that. I hate it. It's like she can see right through me. Like, she just know when I'm lying. And so I just don't even try to lie to her because I feel like she's just going to see it. Like, for some reason, I don't got no good poker face, okay? So it's telling all on my face when I lie. So I'm just like, oh, Lord, do I want to really take this chance? And y'all, silly me, I took it, okay? I was being a risk taker during my senior year. I was definitely being a risk taker, but you know, that's what happens when you give your child an inch and they damn sure won't take a mile, okay? 9 times out of 10 they are. So yeah, I took the risk and I was like, I guess I'm gonna come out because he really, really wanted me to come out. He kept asking me to come. So I'm like, okay, I'll come. And so I'm still walking down the street for to get ready to turn over to the next street. I'm still trying to think of a lie, y'all. Couldn't come up with nothing. So I'm just like, oh my goodness, if God forbid, when I'm coming back, I hit this corner and I see that car in that driveway, I don't even know. Because it's like, what? I don't even know what I can even tell my mom to while I was outside. She know I don't freaking talk to nobody in the neighborhood. She know I don't go outside to, be at nobody's house or anything like that. So what am I going to tell her to while I was outside? I come back in this house, she already know I don't talk to nobody. And then I'm coming back in this house with this little baby romper on. She gonna already know that I was out the door doing something I ain't had no business doing. So I wasn't willing. Well, I ain't gonna say I wasn't willing because, of course, I was willing because I still took my behind out the dang door. But I'm just like, ugh, I don't know what I'm gonna do. If she there, I'm caught because I don't know what I'm doing. And not only that, if I really had a legitimate reason why I was out the door, I would have texted or called her or said something along the lines of letting her know that I'm going to go out the door or whatever, and I may not be back when you get home. But the simple fact that I did not say anything to her and she pulled up before I got back in the house, like, I can't even, it's no way I can even explain what I was doing out the door besides just telling her the truth. So I was just hoping and praying, y'all, and wishing on the little baby star that when it was time for me to come back to the house, that car wasn't in the driveway, okay? So, I bust around the corner, I go on the street that they were on, and he's walking up, meeting me, and we just kind of like talking, he's hugging me or whatever the case may be, and we kind of like walk away a little bit from where the guys were playing basketball, and we're just kind of like, just talking. He just asked me what I've been doing all day or whatever, and he just like, you for to sit and watch you play basketball for a little bit, and I was like, yeah, I sit and watch you play, but I'm like, I can't be out too long, but I'll sit and watch you play. So he was like, okay. So he played like a quick little game, and then he came back over to me, and we were just still talking, and he was just like holding me and stuff like that. It was like a little sweet little moment, okay? I'm checking my phone. I'm constantly checking my phone because I'm just like, I'm nervous, y'all. I'm itching bricks at this point, okay? I'm completely itching bricks. I'm nervous. I'm shaking in my little boots. Because I'm just like, Lord, please don't let this woman caught me in his driveway when I hit this corner. He was noticing I kept checking it. So he was just pretty much like, you gotta go? I was like, yeah, I gotta go. Like, at this point, I'm like really pushing it. Like, yeah, I gotta go. So he was like, okay, let me walk you to the corner. Cause I'm like, yeah, just walk me to the corner or whatever. Like, if you want to stop and watch me actually make it to the house, that's fine. But we can't walk all the way down on my street because my mama know our neighbors and stuff. And I don't want this and I'm just telling my son, you know, I seen your daughter walking back to your house with a dude. So, with a little boy. So so I'm like, yeah, you can walk me to the corner, you know, you can watch me walk into the house, but other than that, we're gonna leave it right there at the corner. He just hugged me or whatever, and I walked on back to the house. Now, y'all, when we hit that corner, I was hoping and praying, like I closed my eyes and I opened them. Guess what I seen, y'all? In that driveway. Guess what I seen in the driveway? Nothing. I didn't see nothing, y'all. No car at all in the driveway. I was freaking happy as heck. I was so happy I went to run to the house because I felt like if I did not jog or run or speed walk or something, and I'm just like walking, just, you know, walking casually and calm and slow at a very easy little pace, I felt like at any moment her car was going to come swinging around the corner from the other end of the freaking road, and she was going to be pulling up and seeing me pulling up as well too, and I'm going to get my behind in trouble. So I was like speed walking to that house because I'm like, I'm terrified that at any moment I'm going to see her car come around this freaking corner at the end of the road, and I'm going to be so mad. So I hurried and get my behind up in the house. I was not playing no games. I was just so happy I did not get my butt in trouble. I was so happy. Later on, when he got back in and he got home, he was just messaging me and was like, hey, everything was good, like with your mom and stuff, like nothing happened. I'm like, yeah, everything was good. She went home, so, you know, I was good. So one particular day when we were at school, he was texting me. He was like, I'm going to walk you to your class today. So I was like, okay, you know, that's sweet. So he was walking me to all my classes, and it was this one particular class that I was going to. Now, this class was in what we call the new building at the time because they had just built this building. And really in the new building was freshmen. It was really pretty much freshmen in that building. But, you know, occasionally, you know, you may have a class in the new building if you're like a senior, junior, sophomore, or something like that. So this particular year, of course, I ended up having a class in a new building. So we kind of walking up to the new building, but the way that we're walking, like people that's walking into the new building can't really see us unless you looking over that way because we're not coming directly out the school building. We went a different way to head towards the new building. So he was like, your class in there? I was like, yeah, my class is in there. He was like, oh, okay, yeah, I can't walk you to your class, but I'm gonna leave you right here or whatever because I gotta go. So I'm just like, I'm like, what? You can't walk me to my class in there? And so I didn't say anything. Pretty much, I knew what it was. Okay, I'm not stupid. I could clearly see through what he was doing or what he was trying to hide. Okay, and be sneaky with. But clearly, you can't walk me in that building because it's a female in that building that you talk to. Okay, that's why. She must be got a class in there during this period, and you don't want her to catch you walking me to my class. So that's why you don't want to sit up here and walk me the rest of the way to my class. So I'm just like, boy, if you don't cut it out. I'm like, I don't care if you got your little female friends that you dealing with or whatever. This ain't nothing serious what we got going on. This is nothing serious. This is a talkationship. Okay? This is just us talking. That's it. Like, you don't gotta hide nothing from me. You ain't gotta hide nothing from me. You can be honest. You can be real. I'm not looking for nothing serious from you. You are a freshman, and I am a senior. You are way I was about to say way younger than me. He ain't way younger than me, but you younger than me. At least about 3-4 years you're younger than me. I'm not expecting you to be serious at all. Like, I honestly did not take guys there serious. The only person who I ever took serious was my dude who I'm with now, and clearly I made the right choice to be taking him serious because we still together. So I'm just like, I'm not really taking you serious. I still got my own stuff I got going on. I'm not taking whatever we got going on serious. So if you talking to a female in that building, that's cool. Just be honest, be straight up with me. Like, you ain't gotta hide it. Like, I can already see what be going on with you anyway. So I was just like, okay, if you can't walk me to the rest of the way to the building, that's fine. My 2 feet work. It wasn't like you was carrying me, but I'm like, my 2 feet work. I can walk on my own. I ain't gonna cry. And so he was like, okay, well, give me a hug. So as I give him a hug, this boy kisses me. He kisses me, and it took me by surprise because I wasn't expecting him to do that. And so it also took me by surprise because I'm in my head thinking, okay, you saying you can't finish walking me to the building. You're not telling me why. So if you're not telling me why, only a person can put together, if they're really, you know, like thinking and reading between the lines, they can put together that clearly there's somebody in the building that you don't want seeing you walking a female to their class, or with you being hand in hand or side by side with another female. So if you don't even want to walk me into the building because you're afraid of somebody seeing you, why did you just kiss me? You okay with kissing me, but you don't want to go as far as to walk me into the building? I thought that was really strange. So I'm like, okay, thank you for the kiss. Like the heck. I didn't know what to say or whatever about that. Yeah, I just don't know what to say or anything because I just thought it was really strange. But then again, y'all, like I told y'all, where we were coming from, you really couldn't see us. Because we weren't coming from out of the building or the normal way that people would really go into that new building. So you really couldn't see us unless you just happened to be looking over that way. So I guess that's probably why he felt comfortable enough to kiss me. Yeah, that's what I'm assuming because I don't know why else. He just bust out the blue and kissed me. We hadn't even kissed before, and we had been talking already for like 3 weeks. Actually, it probably was like 3 weeks. But yeah, so he hugged me, kissed me, and we went our separate ways. While I'm in class or whatever, he's just kind of like texting me, and y'all, he's just I just chuck it up to where he's just young or whatever. He's just young. I don't know. But he wasn't talking about like, oh, your lips so soft or whatever. I love the feel of your lips. When we gonna kiss again? I want to kiss you again. I need another kiss. Okay. Yeah, I thought that was kind of funny because I just felt like he was just giving off like young boy vibes or something. In that moment, I really felt like he was giving off young boy vibes, and I'm just like, boy, you don't sit your mind down somewhere. I know I told you can kiss me anyway. Like, you need to ask before you do that stuff, or at least give me some kind of sign that you're trying to kiss me. Like, give me a look. Look me in my eyes. Let me know it's real. Y'all just play, y'all. But, like, look me in my eyes. Give me some kind of look or something to let me know that you want to kiss me. Like, you know how people look you in your eyes and then they be looking at a particular spot on you? Like, look at my lips or something so I can get a signal from you that you trying to, you know, get a little kissing session going on here. And, you know, we can make that happen. But you just didn't bust out the blue and cleanse your damn lips on me. And I don't know where your lips been. Okay? Like, So I'm just like, oh, you know, or whatever. I'm like, you know, we can kiss whenever you want to kiss. We can kiss whenever you want to kiss. Like, that's cool with me. Yeah, we can kiss whenever you want to kiss. Y'all, and don't be talking mess, okay? Because he was young, but I was young too, and I was dumb. Okay, because I shouldn't have been putting my lips on him at all. With you running around here, clearly got other females that you dealing with. I don't know how many of them you was kissing on either. I clearly shouldn't be kissing him at all, but you know, I was young and dumb and I wasn't really thinking about, you know, the bigger picture of the situation. But you know, it is what it is. Yeah, it's been done already, so it is what it is. Y'all, I so hate to do this. I really hate to do this, y'all, but I'm going to stop this video right here because I don't want the video to be extremely long, and there's a quite bit more I have to say. I haven't even really got into the meat of the story, so I'm just gonna stop it right here, you guys. I really hate to do it to y'all, I really do, but y'all gonna have to catch the rest of the story on the part 2, okay? Now don't hate me for it, but you'll be happy for the part 2. It'll be worth the wait at the end of the day. But yes, y'all, I'm gonna stop it right here. If you made it to the end of this video, I appreciate you guys. And if you haven't hit that like button already, you might as well go ahead on and hit it, because if you made it this far and you made it to the end of the story, you clearly like the story time. So go ahead on and hit that like button for me, and please don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well too. You know we looking for new family members, subbies, best friends, all of that, and then some and above. Okay, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button for your girl. But thank you guys for making it to the end of the video, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.